Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson finding Green complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
Yeah, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time, it's a sack. Come on.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, baby.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go now. 15, line it. 15 line. Here we go, D. Anxious now.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 18 carries, 129 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, Eason, he's letting this one go for Fuller, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. If you put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, box drop.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hit it. Hey, Alpha.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Eason. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. It's Green. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. On 2nd down, it's Green. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man complete. 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Will Fuller, 79 yards. And his guys are going to...
Run left, run left. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down now, it's Green. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's caught by Hollister. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
They need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Complete. It's Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Looking to throw. Eason. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Eason, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will do it for this first. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for them. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second and 14. He's got Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Eason. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Eason, he gets this one to Johnson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Throwing on first down. Eason. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will score. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third. Throwing after the interception. Eason. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it.
But that's caught at the 25.
Let's go.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first and 10, Eason, he'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Eason. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Eason. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Well forward. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Throwing on first down. Eason, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be returned. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the so far in this game.
Nice. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Throwing to start the drive. Eason buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason is going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10, Eason, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there. 52 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Donut, HB game, X3, 2XC, chop. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help